graduated from a top 50 university in the world where I met the future Mark Zuckerbergs. UNC Chapel Hill is rated 39th highest among all other undergraduate schools. But what the university taught me wasn't nearly as important as what the other students taught me. You see, let me be honest with you guys. I spent a lot of time in the library studying as hard as I could, but really the best lessons I got were in the moments at a bedroom deciding exactly who I wanted to spend my time with. If you slow down and ever get a moment to look around what conversations other people are interested in, you could easily decipher who is a friend and who is a foe. I didn't recognize this at first, but the people who had my goals at their mind were really my friends. After graduating, I asked myself this question: do you want to be somebody or do you want to do something? I feel like this question was the deciding factor of whether or not someone should be a friend or a foe. Now, you may ask yourself, do I want to be someone or do I want to do something? Inherently, being somebody is requiring a title, and you want to be respected, you want status, you want to be involved in conversations so that you can be somebody who's receiving respect, love, care. Rather, some people want to do something, they want to achieve, they want to provide value to other people. It's much more of an identity than it is a title. I feel like this question is something that I learned immediately after graduating, where people started splintering off of my groups. I recognized different aspects from their desires to pick a job. You see, a lot of jobs require you to do this menial labor, totally okay in order to climb the ladder, right? Except when you wanted to get somewhere in life, what were your goals? What were your constraints? And I think the two types of people have a clear delineation. If you have the desire for a goal, you have the desire to be somebody. Now, if you have desire for constraints, let's say, I want to be an author, or I want to write 1 page a day of a topic that I find interesting. You see the two differences. One person has the desire to be someone, the other person has the desire to do something. And one of the best things I've learned to do is train myself to be someone that does something. And I feel like I always confused this as a kid. You see, in my 6th grade class, some professional came in with these SMART goals. They asked us to sit down, be specific, material, time-based, these silly acronyms to set goals for your life. Rather, I find it much more important to set constraints on your life, to choose actions every day to follow through with, rather than to choose an outcome you want to have. You see, as the world develops, we are much variable creatures. We don't have precise ideas of what the world will be like. We don't have an idea on how to predict the future. But we do have the idea how to predict today. You can select actions you perform daily to even catapult yourself into places you didn't think you could be, rather than trying to figure out where you should be, then catapult how you get there. You see the difference? These are one of the core tenets of my future self. I want to constrain myself to certain actions. You see, William Shakespeare, he didn't set out a goal to create these amazing poems. He limited himself. He created his creativity with these sonnets, 14 lines only, and he allowed for beauty to come through, instead of trying to be known as the best playwright. You see, I don't know how to get through my life by deciding who I want to be, but I do know how I can go day by day. And I think this level of simplicity allows for far more creativity out of my days. Thank you guys for watching. This was just like an open, upfront conversation of me talking way slower, looking like a dummy. I also want to be cringe tolerant. So I'm afraid that I don't want to be judged. What's being cringy? Being judged. So am I being judged right now? Absolutely. But am I afraid of it? No. Everybody in the whole building can hear me. I'm pretty loud.